Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rowan and you're watching Rowan Reads. So I'm making my comeback to YouTube slowly. I haven't posted a video in I think about 3 months, probably closer to 4 months at this point. I took a break because reading for videos kept putting me into reading slumps and it was so frustrating. I could not read a book for a video without feeling the dread of having to force myself to continue reading for said video. So I gave myself, it was supposed to be only a month or two, clearly was longer than that. I was having too much fun apparently. Every time I thought I would be okay, I would say I'm gonna do a video, would do the first part of it and would never touch it again, and was just feeling very unmotivated. So it is actually mid-September. It is currently September 22nd, which is the first day of fall. I am very much in the spirit. I literally have a ghost cardigan on. Basically, I'm just gonna do a mood read for a week with me. So to catch you up on where I am in reading, I think I've read 6 or 7 books already this month. 2 of them were novellas, so they were super easy. But other than that, the other 4 or 5 full books that I just went through. The last book that I technically read, other than a novella, was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, which, if you know anything about me, I have had a journey with Six of Crows. I have tried to read that book 3 different times. The first time I read it, I started it immediately after finishing Shadow and Bone, and I got 100+ pages through, never touched the book again. A few months later, I was like, okay, let's try this again. So I started over from the beginning, and that time I only read 50 pages. So as time went on, I just decided that I was doomed to never enjoy this book. I almost gave up all hope. And then, you would never guess, about a week ago, I was looking at my TBR cart over here and it was just calling to me. It was like you know, in movies or whatever, when an object is glowing and it's it just attracts you to it. That's how I felt with Six of Crows. It was the one book on my TBR cart that felt like it just had an aura, and I was like, it's the third time charm. So once again, I picked it up, took the bookmark out, started from the very beginning for the 3rd time, and I read the entire book, and it was just so good. I rated it 5 stars. I literally rated it 5 stars. It was that good. I annotated it. My whole point of this story was the book I'm currently reading is obviously Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, which is the 2nd book in the Six of Crows duology. I'm already 69 pages in. I started it last night. I'm gonna continue reading it. The characters just really make it for me personally, Kaz and Inej, to Matthias and Nina, and then to Jesper and Wylan. The only thing I do know that happens in this book is someone dies. I don't know who. I'm gonna stop talking and actually get to reading because I'm so excited. Guys, I love Inej so much. I literally, every time I read her POV, I'm obsessed because I love her so much. And this, I'm gonna read this to you. It's really brutal, but it's proof why she's just such a good character. I love her. So this is what it says. Go on, Van Eck, threaten me. Tell me all the little things I am. You lay a finger on me and Casbreaker will cut the baby from your pretty wife's stomach and hang its body from a balcony at the exchange. Ugly words, speech that pricked her conscience. But Van Eck deserved the images she planted in his mind. Though she didn't believe Kaz would do such a thing, she felt grateful for each nasty, vicious thing Dirty Hands had done to earn his reputation. A reputation that would haunt Van Eck every second until his wife was returned. Be silent, he shouted, spittle flying from his mouth. You think he won't? Inej taunted. She could feel the heat in her cheek from where his hand had struck her, could see the mallet still resting in the guard's hand. Van Eck had given her fear, and she was happy to return it to him. Vile, ruthless, immoral, Isn't that why you hired Kaz in the first place? Because he does the things that no one else dares? Go on, Vanek. Break my legs and see what happens. Dare him. Had she really believed a merch could outthink Kaz Breaker, Kaz would get her free and then they'd show this man exactly what whores and canal rats could do. Console yourself, she said as Vanek clutched the ragged corner of the table for support. Even better men can be bested. Her trust in Kaz, like, even though, like, he's displayed as this, like, non-trusting character and, like, whatever, like, he is there for his people. Like, even if he wants to play it off like he's not, like, he's there for his people, and he's always thinking of things before anyone else, and he always has a plan, and, like, it's just so... I love her and Kaz in general, but, like, just all of the trusting between them and, like, everything, like, it's so nice, even if they're not recognizing it themselves. It is currently 7:13 p.m. and I've eaten dinner and everything. I ended up getting to page 184 before I had to go eat dinner, which is literally right before the chapter was about to end. But fortunately did not make it halfway like I wanted to earlier, but I'm still gonna read as much as I possibly can right now. Oh my god, not even 2 seconds later. I mean, I literally am still in the same area. I literally read like half the page. Oh, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. I'm just gonna read this to you, okay? When she turned to him, her eyes were bright with anger. He was going to break my legs, she said, her chin held high, the barest quaver in her voice. Would you have come for me then, Kaz? When I couldn't scale a wall or walk a tightrope? When I wasn't the Wrath anymore? Dirty Hands would not. The boy who could get them through this, get their money, keep them alive, would do her the courtesy of putting her out of her misery, then cut his losses and move on. I would come for you, he said, and when he saw the weary look she shot him, he said it again. I would come for you, and if I couldn't walk, I'd crawl to you, and no matter how broken we were, we fight our way out together, knives drawn, pistols blazing, because that's what we do. We never stop fighting. The little crumbs of vulnerability just... Oh my god. Guys, you don't understand how much I need them to kiss. I need all of them to kiss. Not like... Wait. Not like that. I just need, like, all 3 couples to finally kiss, okay? That's what I need. I need them all to realize they're in love and something happen. I swear I have some sixth sense because tell me why 2 of my people just kissed. I am on chapter 16, which is the last chapter before I get to part 4. So, yay! It's another very, very long one, but it's okay. It is 8:38 and I've made it to part 4. It's called The Unexpected Visitor. I think that's halfway. Maybe even... No, it's probably exactly halfway. Good morning! I literally just woke up. Like, not even 15 minutes ago. We're gonna read Crooked Kingdom. Oh my goodness. Clearly, I'm not fully awake yet. But I'm still hopping right into it because honestly, when I stopped reading last night, I literally stayed up until like 2 a.m. All I kept thinking about was this book. And I was like, why did I stop reading? I should have just continued. Because, like, I stopped reading, like, only at, like, 8 something. I'm on part 5. I am migrating to the living room. Yes! 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 I'm so happy. 2 out of 3! 2 out of 3! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! I celebrated too early. Not 2 out of 3. There's not 2 out of 3. Oh, no. Pizza. I got distracted. It's been like an hour and a half. I watched the most recent Smosh Mouth episode. An hour and a half later. I'm gonna continue reading on to chapter 25, which is Matthias's POV. For real this time. 2 out of 3. I made it to part 6. Huh? Oh, no. Wow. I just finished. It was so good. Like, I don't even have words. Like, oh my god. This series is so good. It's just so nice to know that, like, I finished it, and, like, this has, like, been a goal of mine since, like, I started reading, and since I first was introduced to these books. It just feels like a deeper accomplishment than, like, if I were to finish just any other book. Like, there's a few books on my TBR that, like, have been on there so long that, like, I just feel, like, a more special feeling towards it. I don't really know. Like, this duology was definitely one of those situations where it was, like, it's almost like finally parting with something. Like, even though I know, like, they're gonna be on my bookshelf and I'm always gonna think about them because they're just that good. They're that good of books, but, like, it's still, like, dang, like, it's over. I do think that the death, I think that was, like, it obviously it made me sad. Like, I was, like, crying, but it was, like, I think because I expected it, obviously, that took away a lot of it. But also, like, the way it was done, I liked the way that it was done. Which I know sounds bad, because I'm not happy that they died. But I'm also not mad with the way that it was approached and the way that it was done, you know? Like, I think it was written well. So I feel like it helped. My final rating is gonna be a 5 stars. Obviously. I'm, like, so giddy and happy, and, like, first book of the video done, and we're only on day 2. And sadly, still only got 2 out of the 3 kisses that I was wanting and waiting for. But the third couple kissed in my heart. You know, I fully believe there's a future that they are living right now where they are kissing. So it's fine. You know, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't actually get something, but we got something pretty close. As intimate as you could get to not be kissing or anything else happened between them. So, like, I'm kind of like, okay, like, this is, like, their own way of intimacy. I'm just gonna sit here with my thoughts and just think about this book for the next however long. So I guess I'll see you when I see ya. Hello guys, so it is the next day, as expected. After I finished Crooked Kingdom yesterday, I kind of just chilled the rest of the day, didn't even think about reading a book. That was the first time in a very long time where finishing a book genuinely did not make me like, I could not pick up a book again. Like, after that, I needed that time to process everything, but I'm okay now. I'm definitely in the mood to read another book, and I already know what I want to read, but I wanted to explain my thought process over here. I was, like, talking it out with myself and, like, debriefing with myself, and there's 2 situations when I read a fantasy. When I'm done reading a fantasy, my confidence in reading fantasy will either go way down, and I will need to read like romance, or I read a fantasy and my confidence of reading it goes up and I want to read more fantasy. And with Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom being the last 2 books I read back to back being fantasy, my confidence went up. I'm in the mood to read more fantasy, not less. There is one specific series that I've had my mind on for so long, and that is the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of mixed opinions on this series. I feel like people really love it or really don't like it. I feel like there's really no in between on the spectrum for this book. Anyways, I'm gonna start reading Caraval now because I'm excited and I can't wait to read it. Hello guys, so I'm on page 121, which is also chapter 13, and I just got to night 1 of Caraval. Honestly, I don't really know my thoughts on this so far. Obviously, I've gone through a good chunk of it. It's definitely quick and easy, like I was expecting. Yeah, so far, like, I don't really know plot-wise. Like, we know that the one sister, Scarlet, which is like our main character, like it's from her POV, she was supposed to be in an arranged marriage, but she's never met the guy or anything. Her and her sister have dreamed of going to Caraval for years and years since they were young girls, and their grandmother would tell them stories about Caraval and like the great legend and like whatever, right? But they finally get a response and are invited to go when they're older, and like she's obviously supposed to be getting married, and Tella is the younger sister, so she's very adamant. She's like, I want to go, like I'm going with her without you, like I don't care, like I would go without you, but I'm making you go with me anyways. And so they somehow get a way for her to go. I don't want to spoil anything, so they make her go, and they show up on this like island where Caraval's being taken place, and just a lot of weird stuff is happening. Julian, his name is Julian. Yeah, I'm not liking the vibes. Night 2 of Caraval. Chapter 18, page 177. We're getting somewhere. I'm almost halfway. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading. I made it to day 4 of Caraval. Over halfway now. I don't know what just happened. I don't know. I don't understand what was just revealed. I'm enjoying it though. Clearly, I'm reading it quite fast. I'll probably be able to finish today. Hello guys. So it is definitely a while later. It is currently 8:30 p.m. I've eaten dinner and everything. Earlier, I stopped reading at page 233, which is the start of chapter 23. I think I'm gonna stop for today. I'm not really in the mood to read. I thought I was in the mood to read, but now I'm like, I don't really know. Maybe I should go until like the next part. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll read until the next part, which is like not that much at all. As expected, I got to night 4 of Caraval, and I'm gonna continue reading because I have to. So yeah, we're gonna continue on to chapter 27. What just happened? I'm like, I don't even know what is going on. Like, I know what's going on because I'm reading it, but like my mind is like whirling. I don't even. Alright, I made it to night 5, the last night of Caraval, which is the start of chapter 35 and page 325. And I'm gonna stop here for now and finish it in the morning, I'm assuming. Hello guys, it is the next day. Am I in the same outfit again as the beginning of this video? Maybe. I also showered and did all that stuff, so I'm feeling very clean, very nice. But last night, I think I updated you already, but last night I got to page 500 in 500? Oh my god, no. 325. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna finish this book and see how it goes. It's like confusing but not confusing, but like it's confusing in the way that it's meant to be, not because it just is. Are you following along? You're probably confused, which welcomes to the club. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll like start the next book in the series. I don't know if this is going to be a situation where I'm going to be starting the next book of the series immediately after. I think I gotta see how it ends. If it ends on a cliffhanger, I might just read the next book in this video. Who knows? Made it to the day after Caraval. Hello guys, I just finished the book. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know who the love interest is supposed to be in this book. I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for. I don't know why I'm so like fixated on that, because like romance isn't like the main plot or anything, but I'm just so confused because I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on. Anyways, there's like a lot of lore. Like I'm assuming the next books are gonna have a lot of things. I literally don't know. There's like things connected with their mother, their grandma. There's like her sister done made a it was really good though. Like I enjoyed it. I think I would rate it like a 4 stars. Like it's not bad. It's really, really obviously quick and easy to read. I literally don't know what I'm in the mood for. I'm like, do I almost just start the next book in this series? Like, I feel like I may as well. But, like, maybe also read something else? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe have, like, 2 books going on? I gotta figure it out. I'll get back to you. Not even 2 seconds later, I literally just got up, put the book back on my shelf, and picked this one up. Yeah, I'm gonna read Legendary. It is a little while later. Actually, a lot while. Why did I say little? It's a lot later. It's like past 8:30. Anyways, I decided to download Legendary on my phone. So, yeah, I haven't read any of it. And then I decided to download it on my phone and read it that way, which I can't record me reading it because I film on my phone. But I did just want to let you know that that's what I ended up doing. So it is currently September 27th. It is Friday. And it's around 8 p.m. So let me give you the full rundown on where I am with reading and whatnot. Basically, I am 15% through Legendary, which is not that much. I don't know if I ever updated you, but if I have, I'm probably still in the same spot. But I'm on page 67, start of chapter 7, which literally not very far through the book at all. Have not read at all today, and then yesterday I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I will tell you, I did start reading The Ritual by Chantal Tessier, and I'm about 20% through that. This is a dark romance. Definitely check the trigger warnings. I literally could not tell you. I don't even have words for what is going on in this book right now. That's my little reading update. I've been reading both books on my phone though. I haven't even picked up this book physically. And then obviously The Ritual is on my phone, and I don't own the book physically, so this is to be expected. Like, honestly, I started this video super strong. I don't have a feeling we're gonna be ending it super strong, but hey, I don't know. At least it's a realistic mood reading. Last night, I didn't read anything, like not even any of The Ritual. I'm not really gravitating towards either of them. So I know this is kind of crazy because it's like adding a third book into the mix, but like this is so on brand for me that I'm like, it sounds probably crazy to you guys, but I'm gonna read another book. I'm gonna read a different book. The one specifically that I was thinking about, if I don't read a mystery thriller, I definitely want to read The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. Abby Jimenez books are really fast and easy to read, and they're also just amazing. Like, they're really good romances. And then my thriller option, I'm between these two, and I'm gravitating towards one for one specific reason, which you will see. So I have A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham, and then I have The Last Word by Taylor Adams, which I would probably read this right now if I did not accidentally buy the mass market paperback. And I think I want to read A Flicker in the Dark. Like, between these two, but also, like, between these two. Like, I think I want to read A Flicker in the Dark, just because, like, my mind's kind of set on mystery thriller for some reason. So, I guess we're making a complete shift, and I'm going to read A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. Yeah, let's get right into it. Hello. I am currently on chapter 5, which is page 32, and so far the setup, this is everything is like that I'm about to say is on the back of the book. I'm not spoiling anything, but the setup so far has basically been that our main character Chloe, when she was 12, her dad confessed to murders of, like, 6 teenage girls that went missing, and so he's been in jail. So, like, there was, like, a prologue where she was, like, you know, younger or whatever. And then in the present day, she's now a psychologist and, you know, trying to do her own thing. She has a lot of trauma from what happened, and she's a very paranoid person. And you can tell what it's setting up for. And, like, from the back of the book, it says, so when a local teenage girl goes missing and then another, that terrifying summer comes crashing back. Is she paranoid, seeing parallels from her past that aren't actually there? Or for the second time in her life, is Chloe about to unmask a killer? I haven't gotten to that point. Like, no girls have gone missing again yet. Hello, guys. So, it is still the 28th, but it's currently 10 p.m. on the dot. I'm currently on page 92, which is the start of chapter 12 of A Flicker in the Dark, and I've read a good chunk, like probably a quarter of it. I haven't been reading that much longer. I'm only on 105, which is chapter 13, and I decided I'm gonna switch to my phone. I wasn't going to, but now I am. It's ended on another interesting part, so I don't want to stop reading. Like, I don't want to read the physical book. I just want to lay down and read, and I can't do that with a physical book. So I'm gonna turn my lights off, download it on my phone, and do all that good stuff. Good morning. I look insane. I literally just woke up. So this is where I am. Last night I read a lot on my phone. A thriller goes by really fast when you're just reading it and being able to click through. I made it to page 246, which is the start of chapter 32, and I'm like, I think it said 68% through the book, which makes sense. I just finished A Flicker in the Dark. Whoa. I want to be honest, I guess. Like, I didn't guess exactly what happened, but I had an idea of what was going to happen. Definitely, like, kind of predictable, but, like, it was still a good plot twist, and it was still done very, very well. But it definitely didn't have, like, a major shock factor, but it was still good, and I really enjoyed it. Basically, you're following, other than the prologue, like, it's all in present time, but you're still following almost like a past and present timeline, but it's just like in the present, she's just telling the story. But yeah, I think I would rate it 4 stars. It's super fast, easy, still a good book. I mean, I was fully invested, very interested in it. And I think, like I explained this before, but thrillers are just so nice because they're literally books built to keep you reading, you know? So they're always a very fun time. I enjoy them. I don't know. I think I want to start another book. I'm sure I won't be able to finish another one. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can, but I definitely either want to continue reading Legendary or I don't know. I was kind of thinking, I've been in the middle of this book called Like Happiness by Ursula Villarreal-Mora, I think. I've been like 48% through that book for months. I think I started it in like April or May. And obviously it's like the end of September. So it's been a while and it's just been sitting on my table over here with a bookmark in it. So I feel like it's a little bit, it feels like cheating because I'm already halfway through a book. But I feel like I should just finish that book off so I can at least, you know, have it read and not, you know, finally get it off this table. Hello guys, it is 5:15 and I've been reading for quite a bit now and I have exactly 50 pages left, but I realized like before I finish it off or whatever that I could tell you a little bit about the book because I realized I kind of didn't tell you anything. The girl this is following, basically she's telling her story of this author that she like admired or whatever and ended up, you know, becoming friends and more than friends with. But basically like she met him when she was like really young. She was still in high school when she met him and he was a grown man. And basically like it is definitely very creepy, like grooming vibes, and it's like not a good dynamic that is happening and it's like stressing me out. But anyways, definitely very creepy, definitely very not cool. And basically there's like a past timeline, or it's not really a past timeline, but it is, where like she's explaining what was happening during that time in chronological order, and then there's a present timeline where the same guy is actively getting accused of sexual abuse. So she's like having all these memories come back and like telling this story because she's being interviewed by this man who is asking her about him because she had a relationship with him, a very complicated one, and it could help a lot with like the case or whatever. And she's having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that like recalling all of this, she's kind of like, damn, I think I was groomed, like, you know, and I think I want to face this, and she doesn't really know how to go about it. So definitely very interesting. I'm enjoying it, and yeah, I just thought I could kind of explain what it is about, at least on like a surface level. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really know where it's going. I don't know if it's gonna end in a way that I'm not expecting it to. I don't know, it might have an open ending. I really don't know where this is going. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the last 50 pages. So yeah. So yesterday around 5:30, 6 p.m, I finished Like Happiness by Ursula Villarreal-Mora. I literally read the last sentence of this book and got called for dinner. And then after dinner, I was gonna film an update, and I started filming and I got storage full notification, and basically that turned into me having to edit the video all the way up until that last clip you saw. Then I had to delete all the individual videos and download what I had already edited, and then I had to delete CapCut off my phone because it takes up so much storage. Suddenly I had more storage than I've ever had in my entire life. We can now do my little Like Happiness review, which I ended up rating at 4.25 stars. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Even though obviously it took me a while to read because the first half was read in like May and then the other half was read in September. I did annotate it because I had started doing it like before when I was reading it, so I just continued. So it's kind of cool because you can also see my split because the first half is annotated in a blue pen and then the other is in a black pen. So I felt like that was kind of cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I think it's a literary fiction, so there's a lot of emotions and there's a lot of connections to characters and like all of that stuff. Like even if you don't directly connect to the situation the narrator is talking about, it's still like human emotions that you can connect to. And like, I felt angry for the main character, I felt sad for the main character, I felt happy for the main character. Like whatever emotion was supposed to be evoked through this book, I was feeling it. And I think that's so beautiful. That's why like I think literary fiction, like other than romances, like literary fiction's one of my favorite genres ever. I love the way they make me feel, even if it's sad. Like sometimes you just need a good cry and a book can do that for you. I think it had a powerful message. There were so many good quotes in here. I wanted to like find some maybe for you. As a lifetime reader, I've learned to cultivate empathy even for villains. Despite everything that transpired between us, I don't hate you. We shared too much for me to hate you. You were the first person in the world to make me feel seen when I so needed a spotlight on me. That can never be undone. There's that. This isn't like a very happy or like nice quote, but this one is, your promises were so fucking empty. You knew you were about to betray me, that I would never recover from the humiliation. You knew. There's this one too. Of course I wanted you to find me attractive, but what I sought out couldn't be traded in 1 month, much less one night. This one is like more when she was in her earlier years. Who knew I had it in me to be so coy? If you wanted to know about my love life, you were going to have to ask me over the phone, because even though your book was my talisman, I was initially intent on making you work for my affection. There's just a lot of quotes like that, kind of get the idea of how it's written. I think it was just written so beautifully, and I really did enjoy it. That is the last book for the video. I enjoyed making this so much, like just mood reading and kind of, you seeing my thought process when like I'm trying to figure out what to read. Sometimes things just don't work out and I'm not in the mood to read them like I thought I was. So I finished 4 books in this video. I had Crooked Kingdom, which was a 5-star read, Caraval, which was a 4-star read, A Flicker in the Dark, 4-star read, and then Like Happiness, which is a 4.25 stars. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I am very happy to be back, and I will hopefully catch you guys in my next video very, very soon.